A bad batch of illegal drugs laced with fentanyl is believed to be behind nearly a dozen overdoses in the last month in Sioux Falls. 3 people died. 2 of them were close friends who worked together. 23-year-old Josh Steinfurth and 24-year-old Tanner Schultz each drove beer trucks for BL Distributing. Tanner's 27-year-old brother Tyler also overdosed and was saved by Narcan. And tonight's Eye on KELOLAND, Angela Kennecke has the story of how one night of partying and a bad decision has left a wave of pain and loss in its wake.
What's your name?
Josh.
Josh what?
The mullet man.
Anyone who knew Josh knew him for his mullet. He rocked the mullet.
23-year-old Josh Steinfurth loved hunting, fishing, and enduro car racing, just like his dad.
Just all the light that he shined on people. I mean,
He was always
there wasn't
smiling.
anywhere he went that people didn't like him, or all of his goodness.
His love of life.
Thank you, Daddy. We love you, Daddy.
24-year-old Tanner Schultz doted on his 3-year-old daughter, Sophia.
He loved that little girl a lot. And she loved him. She asked her mom the other day, she's like, "Do you miss my daddy? He's up in heaven. He's watching over us."
Josh and Tanner were not only co-workers as drivers for BL Distributing, they were also good buddies who shared a love of racing. The two, along with Tanner's brother Tyler, went to the races on Friday, August 7th.
Unfortunately, I feel, bad because I usually went out there and I wasn't there that night with him, but just, that's what he loved to do.
The 3 were drinking, and their parents say they have learned that at one point during the evening, the young men purchased a couple of pills that they believed were prescription opioids and crushed them up and snorted them.
He wasn't into that. It was just a night of partying. They got, and he lost his life over it.
It was out of character for the men because they were routinely drug tested on the job to maintain their truck driver's licenses and hadn't had any issues. When the 3 didn't show up for a softball game the next day, their friends and family began to worry.
I had a very empty feeling in my stomach.
A friend went to go check on them at Tanner's apartment at 4 o'clock the following Saturday afternoon. He found all 3 unconscious, performed CPR, and called for help.
That's when I walked in on it, and it was a very tough day. They told me that they're both gone, is what they told me at the door, and they wouldn't let me go any further, so I was freaking out, And then I realized that Tyler was still alive.
Tyler was revived with 2 doses of Narcan. Investigators believe the pills were laced with a synthetic opioid fentanyl, and that's what killed Josh and Tanner.
I thank God that he saved at least one of my sons, because losing one is terrible. I couldn't imagine losing 2.
It's hard dealing, with the loss of Tanner, but now we're dealing with Tyler, which is really tough right now because he's in a really bad place.
He has survivor's guilt. He's like, why did I live?
Not only are these 2 grieving families left dealing with the pain and confusion over how this could happen, all of Josh's and Tanner's co-workers at BL Distributing are in shock too.
Here on Friday, you joke with them Friday, you catch Snapchats from them on Friday night at the races, and Friday or Saturday afternoon you get the phone call, and like I said, it's just a bad dream that you don't want to go through.
Fellow drivers lined up their beer trucks at both men's funerals.
We've seen lots of support. They drove down Josh's beer truck and another one, so when we went to the cemetery, the beer trucks
Led the way.
These families say as difficult as it is, they are compelled to share the reason behind the loss of their sons so that it can serve as a warning to save another life.
I hear about it on the news, but I'm like, that's never going to happen to me.
I want this word to get out there that any prescription drug is not safe to take. Period. If it's not prescribed by a doctor, and if somebody's got it at a party, off the street, whatever, do not take it.
This doesn't send a message to any of them young kids. Say the next time it's put under their nose or in front of their face or offered it to them, I hope to God they think twice about it.
Yeah,
Thinking, look at what happened to Josh and Tanner.
Josh's family is clinging to the memories of his generosity and their faith. Tanner's mom is focusing on her granddaughter.
Just like her father, blonde hair, blue eyes. She's beautiful. So I got that.
The dealer who supplied the men with the pills has not yet been arrested, but Sioux Falls police are calling it an active investigation. A 37-year-old woman also died of an overdose the very same week. Monday is International Overdose Awareness Day. A memorial is being held at Ransom Church in downtown Sioux Falls to remember victims. It begins at 6:30 p.m. and is open to the public.